Hey y'all, how's everybody doing today? Okay, so it is so nice outside right now. Like, this is like one of my favorite times of the day. Like when it's like this, like the sun's not out, but it's still like daytime. Like it's still light outside, but the sun's not beaming, and the wind is blowing. You can hear the wind blowing, you can feel it, and I have on a dress, and it feels so good. This time, and then in the morning when the light first starts to shine, right when the sun's not beaming. Oh, it's my favorite time of year. Favorite time of the days. I mean, I love it. I like to come outside and just think and talk to God. This is when I like to meditate. I'll come outside like I just. I was out here earlier meditating and talking to God. Then I went back in to get my phone to talk to you guys. So, I was just here talking to God, and I'm just like, God, like, well, and myself, but I'm just like asking God to bless me. Like He's already blessed me abundantly with life and been able to. Like, there's things that I have that some people don't, and it's like you have to find the small things to be thankful for. You know what I mean? And the big things that come, or what you think is the big things, And like some of the things that I've been going through in the past couple of years, some of it I just really don't understand, and I've just let it go. Like I'm done trying to figure out the whys, because sometimes it's not meant for us to understand. It's just because. And I know because I believe that everything, not just some things, good or bad, everything works together for the greater good of you. And so, as much as it hurts to go through the bad and the painful things, at the end of the day, it's just part of the process. You have to trust the process. And so, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm further than where I was last year. Okay? Last year, I didn't have a vehicle. I had just moved out of a home because I was leaving a relationship that I was in. I've never been married. As y'all know, I'm 35. In case y'all didn't know that, now y'all know. And I have 4 children. Never been married. And of course I had those whys, like, what? Like, well, how did I get here? The thing is, you have to be making cautious decisions every day, and you have to be working every day towards your goals in life. But first of all, you got to know where your goals are. Like, what's your why? What's important to you? What do you want out of life? You got to know that. You got to know those things. You have to sit sometimes with yourself and have those deep conversations with yourself that you probably don't want to have. And it's probably, honestly, painful to have. Like, at 35, like in the past year and a half, I've really gotten to know myself. And I knew the thing is, I, need to charge my phone. Honestly, I really did know myself when I was like a little younger. That's the funny part. But, we do change. But when I was a good like 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, like I knew what I wanted out of life. I was on the path, and somewhere along the way, I got off the path, and then I started having babies, which I had my oldest son at a younger age, but that didn't get me off track. And I'm not blaming it on my younger 3. Like, I'm not saying it's their fault, but it's just like when sometimes you lose focus when you start caring for other people, and you sometimes lose focus. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't my number one priority anymore. I wasn't. Just wasn't. And to be perfectly honest, God wasn't my number one priority anymore. And it wasn't like I was like consciously, it just kind of happened subconsciously. But He wasn't my number one priority anymore. And I'm a believer, and I I really do. And my number one priority became my kids, like all of them. I just focused on them. Having the twins was overwhelming, and it was overwhelming. I had support to a certain extent. And when I say that, I had a roof over my head. I had food to put in my mouth. But it's support, I don't know. I had support, but then I didn't have support. I felt alone. I probably was going through, not probably, I was going through postpartum depression, didn't know it. And I just lost sight on what did Maisha want. What did Maishalina really want out of life? What does she want to do? Does she want to be a teacher? She not want to be a teacher. She wants to do this. She wants to do that. And I really lost sight on what I wanted out of life. And I'm finding it back. And I'm loving on me. So it is what it is. I really don't know what the point of this video is. I don't even know what it's going to be called. But I just feel like talking to y'all, and I just feel like sharing my thoughts with you guys. So now after all that, let's enjoy some more of this weather before it gets really, really dark. And then I'm just going here and take a nice bubble bath and watch my show Power. Alright guys, I appreciate you guys for watching me. Oh, and if you could do me a huge favor, because I don't know what's going on with YouTube. They're like really been picky with videos and stuff, like with thumbnails and I guess certain words that you use in your tags. So I got like 7 videos flagged, and I'm like, what? I don't even be my videos are very advertiser friendly in my opinion, because I don't really do anything crazy or raunchy or anything, but if y'all could please help support this channel by, you can make donations, you can share videos, give videos big thumbs ups and comments, but most importantly, like if you can share with like your family and friends, like on your social media, that would be very helpful. I'm trying to get my views up to where each video gets over 1,000 views, you know what I'm saying, in a week or something like that. I don't know. I'm still learning this whole YouTube game. So if you have any pointers, let me know. And until next time, stay you, stay beautiful, and stay unique. And if you're not a subscriber, be sure to hit that subscribe button. All right. Mwah.